Hello, good morning students. Welcome to today's online class. Today once again we should recall all the formulas. First nimage formulas neatly barbeku illandre problems madakagalla. Make a note on all these formulas in your notes. Once again I will explain all this. You have to remember properly. See, derivative of a constant is always 0. Differentiation of a constant is 0. That is differentiation of the constant 127 or any number if you have its value will be 0. As well, if you have any alphabets other than x, y, z, its derivative also will be 0. Because only x, y, z are usually considered as the variables, they are not considered as the constants. Because of that reason, for all the remaining alphabets, we take the derivative as 0. Next, come to this one, dy dx of x power n, that is n into x to the power of n minus 1. Yesterday I already explained this. When we apply this base should be the variable x irbeku, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬಾರದು, ಇದು ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಪವರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪವರ್ coefficient ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, then x power one number less than this, directly will write 100 ಇದ್ರೆ power 99 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, power 99 ಇದ್ರೆ 98 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, one number less ಬರುತ್ತೆ direct. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. Differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. Differentiation of root x is 1 by 2 root x. You have to memorize all this properly. Differentiation of log x is 1 by x. Differentiation of 1 by x is minus 1 by x square. Differentiation of root x is directly we can write 1 by 2 root x. illandre idana maadkonಡ್ರೆ x to the power of half ಅಂತ root x andre again by applying power rule you will get this one. So straight away remember this. Derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Differentiation of exponential function e power x is same e power x. Differentiation of e power x is always e power x. Differentiation of a power x is a power x into log a to the base e. E base constant ಇದೆ. For example, for this d by dx of 3 power x ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ a ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅವಾಗ 3 power x ಸೇಮ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು into log of this base 3 to the base e. Derivative of 3 power x is 3 power x into log 3 to the base e. Whatever the number, here you have to write in this way. Next, already you know this. Ninnene nanu helidde, these are the derivatives of the trigonometric functions. Remember it properly by heart it. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. Derivative of tan x is secant square x. Derivative of cot x is minus cosecant square x. Derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x. Derivative of cosecant x is minus cosecant x into cot x. Here you must remember one thing. For all the cofunctions, co ಅಂತ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅವಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. These 6 you must remember, and these are the important points that also you must know. That is, if f is continuous at c, then limit extends to c, f of x equals f of c. I already explained all this in the yesterday class itself. If f is differentiable at c, then limit extends to c f of x minus f of c by x minus c equals f dash c. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ನೋಟ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. Then we shall start doing the problems on this. Next topic is chain rule, that is the derivative of composite functions. Note down all this. So the next topic is derivative of composite functions. Already we studied composite functions in first chapter, that is in relations and functions. There we studied about composite functions. Composite functions are the function of a function, that is we studied for x, perfects. That type of functions we are going to find the derivatives. Finding the derivatives of composite functions, here we use chain rule. Chain rule. Here the functions will be like this. Let y equals f of u and u is a function of x. Means y is a function of u and u is a function of x. It is consisting of more functions. Function of a function. Y is a function of u, u is a function of x. It is mixing of two or more functions. For this type of functions, we can find the derivatives like this. Then, first we have to, if you want to find dy by dx, derivative of y with respect to x and different. With respect to x, derivative of y with respect to x, it is a function of u. So, first we have to take the derivative of u derivative of y, because it is a derivative of, it is a function of u. We have to find the derivative of y with respect to u, then u with respect to x. This is called chain rule. If the given function consists of more functions together, then if you want to find the derivative of y with respect to x, first we have to find the derivative of y with respect to u, then u with respect to x. Here it is a product, remember it, you should not put any plus or minus signs. This is called chain rule. We can apply the chain rule for even the more number of functions where it is consisting of only two functions. Y is a function of u and u is a function of x. That's all. If you have more functions, you can go on extend it. This is called chain rule. Here, see one example. If you want to find the derivative of u power n with respect to x, here y is u power n. So first we have to apply power rule, that is n into u to the power of n minus 1 into derivative of u with respect to x. It is a function of a function. So for first function there is u. So we have to take the derivative of u power n with respect to u. That is this one. If you want to write in this way, you can write this as d by du of u power n into du by dx. First we have to differentiate this with respect to u, then u with respect to x. What is its differentiation? That is n into u power n minus 1 into du by dx. This is called chain. If you want to find the derivative of sine u, derivative of sine u with respect to x, first you have to take its derivative with respect to u, because it is a function of u. First take its derivative with respect to u. sin u into du by dx. Derivative of sin u with respect to u is cos u into du by dx. In this way we have to find. I will show you one more example. D by dx means we have to find derivative of the given function with respect to x. Let here the given function is secant u. Secant u. D by du means first we have to take its derivative with respect to u. Secant u into du by dx. Derivative of secant u with respect to u is secant u into tan u. Derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x. That is when we have x. Here we have u. So secant u into tan u into du by dx. This is the method of applying chain rule for composite functions. You can extend it for the remaining trigonometric functions also. Now we shall move on to the exercise number 5.2 problems. So this is exercise number 5.2. Differentiate the following functions with respect to x. We are going to differentiate with respect to x. First problem. F of x equals sin of x square. Observe the problem. It consisting of two functions. One is the sine function and the other is x square. The first function is sine function, second function is x square. So, observe properly. F dash x means that is the derivative of f of x is f dash x. First write the derivative of sine function. You have to suppose that whatever that we have here should be considered as just x. By that time, derivative of sine function is cos function. Cos of whatever that we have here inside the bracket, that we have to write. Because derivative of sine function is cos. D by dx of sin x is cos x. So derivative of sine function is cos function. Cos of ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದ್ರೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. x ಇದ್ರೆ x, x cube ಇದ್ರೆ x cube, ಒಳಗಡೆ log x ಇದ್ರೆ log x ಬರಿಬೇಕು. So this whole thing we should treat it as x. ಅವಾಗ sin of this ಅಂತ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಇದರ derivative cos of this. First function. Sin function derivative cos function ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. x ಇದ್ರೆ x, x cube ಇದ್ರೆ x cube, x square ಇದ್ರೆ x square, root x ಇದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ root x ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Sin x derivative is cos x. So cos of x square we have written into derivative of this, that is d by dx of x square. As I explained earlier, du by dx ಬರೀತದಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಇದು u. Derivative of x square with respect to x. This is called chain rule. ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. First function derivative, then derivative of this with respect to x. That is cos of x square into derivative of x square is 2x. That is by power rule. Two-sided ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Power 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Power we need not to write. ಇವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. 2x into cos of x square like this, or you can also write like this. This is the answer. This is very important for 1 or 2 marks. Next problem. Second problem. F of x equals tan of 2x plus 3. Tan of 2x plus 3. Here it is also having two functions. One is the tan function, other is 2x plus 3. F dash x equals tan function के derivative है secant square x. Differentiation of tan x is secant square x. Here also, what is the differentiation of sin x? Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Andre x irodi x bರುತ್ತೆ, x square irodi x square bರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ differentiation of tan x is secant square, x irodi x square irodi. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಬಂದು 2x plus 3 ಇದೆ. So you have to write secant square x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2x plus 3 into derivative of 2x plus 3. Differentiation of 2x plus 3. That is secant square 2x plus 3 into derivative of 2x plus 3. Differentiation of 100x again equal to. That is 100 into 1. 100. So here differentiation of 2x is 2 plus differentiation of 3 is 0 because it is a constant. Otherwise we can leave off. Differentiation of 2x plus differentiation of 3 and the differentiation of 2x is just 2. Differentiation of a constant is 0, so we need not to write. ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹೀಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Then again it will become, or else ನೀವು ಇನ್ನ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ 2 ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋ ಬದಲು ಜಾಗ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. 2 into secant square 2x plus 3. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಬಿಟ್ರೆ sometimes ಇದು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕೋಎಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ way of presentation. This is second problem. Now come to third problem. F of x equals sine of cos x square. F of x equals sine of cos x square. ಇದು function ಮೂರು ಇದೆ. First one is the cos function, sine function. Second one is cos, and then next one. ಒಂದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಮೂರು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಇತ್ತು, tan ಒಂದು ಇದೊಂದು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ sin ಒಂದು x square, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ sin ಒಂದು cos ಒಂದು x square. ಓಕೆ, f dash x equals ಫಸ್ಟ್ sin function ಗೆ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ sin function derivative becomes cos function. Cos of whatever that we have here, we have to write the same. ಇದು cos ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಇದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದಷ್ಟು ಹಂಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. cos of ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. d by dx of cos of x square. Again, this function is having two functions. Once again, we have to split up. Cos x square, it will be same this one. Here the first function is cos function. Cos function derivative is minus sine function. Minus sine of x square. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಸೈನ್, ಇದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, into d by dx of next function is x square. We should go on take the product like this. First to sin ಗೆ cos ಬರೆದು ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕು, then ಈ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. the first step. Next ಇದನ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ರಿಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಎರಡು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ cos ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇದೊಂದು derivative ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಈ minus ತೆಗೆದರೆ ನೀವು starting ಹಾಕೋದು minus. If you want, you can write directly. What is the derivative of x square? Derivative of x square is 2x. Already we have done it. Derivative of x square is 2x. Derivative of x cube is x cube is 3 ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. X power 3 ಗಿಂತ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ 2. 3x square like that. Here I will write the derivative of x square in the beginning. First minus bardini. Derivative of x square is 2x. Then write this one. Sin of x square. Then write this. Because it is a product. The product ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪವರ್ 1 ಇರೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಸೈನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. It is like a systematic presentation. Next come to fourth problem. Y equals sine of x square plus 5. It is simple problem. Here it is having only two functions. Here you can write dy by dx because we have taken the given function as y. Y anta ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ dy by dx ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ y dash ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. First function derivative. Sin derivative is cos. Sin derivative cos. Write this one same into dy by dx of this function, that is x square plus 5. That is, its derivative is over, it is not having derivative. Already we have written this. So, cos of, write this one same, x square plus 5 into the derivative of x square plus 5 is derivative of x square plus derivative of 5. Derivative of 5 is 0 because it is a constant. What is the derivative of x square? Derivative of x square is 2x. That you want to get right here. You planned out the ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಗ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ the derivative ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ one step down. That is this one. Next problem. Equals cos of sin x. Cos of sin x. If you want, you can write dy by dx equals d by dx of cos of sin x. ಈ ತರ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ನೀಟಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. In the previous problems ನಾನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೀಗೂ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು, ಹಾಗೂ ಬರೆಯಬಹುದು. Cos function derivative is minus sine of whatever that we have inside. The same thing we have to write. Cos function will be minus sine of ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಂದ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. Then derivative of sine function d by dx of sin x. Minus sine of sin x into derivative of sin x is cos x. That's all. Or if you want, you can write cos x as the first term. Means here minus cos x into sine of sin x. Like this. That's all. Next problem. Y equals sine of ax plus b. Y equals sine of ax plus b. For this, dy by dx equals d by dx of sin of ax plus b. Previous forms ಈ ತರ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. Derivative of sine function is cos function, cos of whatever that we have inside, the same thing we have to write. Derivative of sine function I into d by dx of ax plus b. Next, cos of ax plus b into, do you know what is the derivative of ax plus b? The a is constant, it is like a 2x. Derivative of 2x is 2. So the derivative of ax is a. Derivative of ax is a plus derivative of b is 0 because it is a constant, only this much. That way you can write as the coefficient a cos ax plus b. Next problem, secant tan root x y equals secant of tan root x. Secant of tan root x. It is a function of three functions. First one is secant function, second one is tan, third is root x. Three different functions. First step, dy by dx equals d by dx of secant of tan root x. Next, derivative of secant x. Idistu ನೀವು x ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅವಾಗ secant x ತರ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. Derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x. You have to memorize. Derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x. Secant x into tan x. Here we have tan root x as the value of x. X ಬದಲು tan root x ಇದೆ. ಇದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರೀತಾ ನಾವು x ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ tan root x ಬರೀತೀವಿ. Secant of tan root x into tan of tan root x. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೇನೋ ನೋಡಿ. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ನೀವು x ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ it looks like differentiation of secant x. Differentiation of secant x is secant x into tan x. Secant x into tan x. X ಅಂದ್ರೆ tan root x. Secant x into tan x. That is for secant function ಆಯಿತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಬರೀಬೇಕು? Then d by dx of remaining inside function into d by dx of remaining function is tan root x. Again it is having two functions. While applying derivative for this, we have to return this one same. Secant of tan root x into tan of tan root x. ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. into derivative of tan x. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ x ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. tan x derivative is secant square x. Secant square x ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋದಲ್ವಾ, root x ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ x ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ root x ಇದೆ. Derivative of tan x is secant square x. Secant square x ಅಂದ್ರೆ root x into d by dx of next function is tan function item. Next remaining function is root x. Like this. ಒಂದೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. Secant square tan root x. Sorry, secant of tan root x into tan of tan root x into this one secant square root x into what is the derivative of root x? Derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x, that we can write here. 1 by 2 root x. You have to memorize. Derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. That's all. Next problem. Next problem. Y equals cos root x. Y equals cos root x. Here it is a function of two functions. dy by dx equals d by dx of cos root x. Here the first function is cos function, next function is root x. Derivative of cos function is minus sin function. Minus sin x andre root x, minus sin root x into differentiation of root x. Next function. Minus, shall I write the derivative of root x here as the coefficient? Beginning alle baribodhu. What is the derivative of root x? 1 by 2 root x. 1 by 2 root x. Because it is a product, you can write here, no problem. Derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Minus already I have written. Remaining to write this one. Sin of root x. This is the answer. Next problem. Next problem is y equals 2 root cot of x square. 2 root cot of x square. This is the problem. dy by dx equals, here the first function is root function, then cot function, then x square function. You have to apply very systematically. Before that, I write like this. 2 is a constant, we can write outside. 2 into d by dx of square root of cot of x square. Idu also like d by dx of 10x idre 10 into d by dx of x anta d by dx of x is 1 ಆದ್ರಿಂದ 10 into 1 10 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಥರ ಇದು ಆಚೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಕೆಲವರು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ 0 ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಇಂಥದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಚೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಉಳಿದಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬರೀ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಈ ತರ ಬರೀ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ 0. If it is a multiple of constant, the constant will come out. For the remainder we have to apply differentiation. So this is the problem. 2 into, which is the first function? First function is root function. What is the differentiation of root x? d by dx of root x is 1 by 2 root x. X idre x idre 1 by 2 root of the same thing. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? root. x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಫಿಂಗರ್ಸ್ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಇರೋದಷ್ಟು x ಇದೆ, ಇದಿಷ್ಟು x ಇದೆ. 1 by 2 root of ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಬರೀಬೇಕು. Because this whole thing here is x. 1 by 2 root x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? cot of x square. 1 by 2 root x. That I write. This is the derivative of root function. Remaining is d by dx of root function I know. Next remaining function is cot of x square. ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ ರೂಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಉಳಿದಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Remaining function is again, it is a function of two functions. Here 2 gets cancels. 1 by square root of cot of x square into, now first function here is cot function. What is the derivative of cot x? Derivative of cot x is minus cosecant square x minus, whenever we have minus, right inside the brackets, minus cosecant square till x equal x ಬಂತು. Cot of x square ಇರಲಿ, so you have to write x square minus cosecant square x, where x is x square. This is the derivative of cot function. Cot function derivative ಆಯಿತು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಅಂದ್ರೆ x square ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x square ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದ್ರೇನೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. Then what is the remaining function? Into the derivative of remaining function x square, like this. Next, what is the derivative of x square? Derivative of x square is 2x. Derivative of x square is 2x, that we can write here at the beginning, including this minus. Systematically collect all the terms. First write minus, minus. Derivative of x square is 2x into, write this one, cosecant square x square divided by square root of cot of x square. And this is the answer. You have to be very systematically. The presentation is also important. How to present systematically. The evaluator should give the marks soon after looking at the answer without any confusion. Come to next problem. This is the next problem. F of x equals cos x cube into sin square x power 5. It is a product of two terms. First term is cos x cube, second term is sin square x power 5. So we have to apply product rule, that is Leibniz product rule. Let us suppose here ಈ ತರ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Let it be this as u and this as v. V is sin square x power 5. First function u ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, second function v ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. du by dx dv by dx ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು product rule formula ಬರೆದು substitute ಮಾಡಿ. First I am going to find du by dx. du by dx equals d by dx of cos of x cube. This one. Here it is having two functions. First function is cos function, next function is x cube function. Derivative of cos x is minus sin of x cube minus sin of into derivative of x cube. That is, derivative of x cube is 3 into x square. This 3 ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, x power one number ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That is by applying power rule. I will write directly. First write minus sign. Derivative of x cube is 3x square. Do you know this? What is the derivative of 4 into x power 5? ಇದರ derivative ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 4 ಆಚೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Because it is a multiple of constant ಆಚೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ derivative of x power 5 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5 coefficient ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. x power 5 ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗಿ 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That is n minus 1. Total answer for this is 20 x power 4. Likewise, here the derivative of x cube is 3. That is n into x to the power of n minus 1. Here n is 3, exponent n minus 1 and 3 minus 1 is 2. Directly you can write. Even if you have x power 105, let it be. If you want its derivative, you can write directly as 105 ಮುಂದೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. x to the power of ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ number ಕಮ್ಮಿ 104. Likewise, that is I have written the derivative of this at the beginning minus derivative of x cube is 3x square into write this one same into sine of x cube. This is du by dx. Similarly, find out dv by dx. Find out dv by dx. dv by dx is this one, that is d by dx of sine square x power 5. You must be very careful while solving this type of problems. Here it has 3 functions but looks like only 2. It is 3 functions. So first one is the power function, then sine function, then again power function, that is x power 5. 3 functions ಇವೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೀಗೂ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ನೋಡಿ. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಹೀಗೆ sin of x power 5 whole square ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ, ಹೀಗಂದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೇ. ಅವಾಗ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ರೂಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ರೂಲ್, then sine function derivative, then x power 5 derivative. It is having 3 functions. First one, power rule, 2 ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 2 into sine of, ಇದು ನಂಬರ್ 1 ನಂಬರ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 2 ಇರೋದು 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So we need not to write 2 into sine of x power 5. ಇದು first function. Power ಗೆ ಇದಾಗಿದೆ. Next, d by dx of sine of x power 5. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದಾ? ಇದು ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಇದರ ಪವರ್ ರೂಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 2 ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ x ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು x ಅಂದ್ರೆ sine of x power 5 all power 1. ಇದು ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. That's what I have written. 2 into sine of x power 5 into derivative of sine of x power 5. Next function, that is 2 into sine of x power 5 into, now we have to write derivative of sine function. Derivative of sine function is cos function. Cos of whatever that we have here, we have write the same into derivative of remaining function, that is x power 5. ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು, ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದದ್ದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಬರೆದು sin x derivative ಬರೆದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ we have to write the derivative of x power 5. That is, you know what is the derivative of x power 5? x power 5 derivative ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 5 ಮುಂದೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, x power 4 derivative. 2 into 2 already ಇದೆ, ಈಗ derivative ಬರೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. 5 into x power 4 to understand. ಇದು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, x one number ಕಮ್ಮಿ, n minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. Write the remaining same. Sine of x power 5 into cos of x power 5. You can write in the next step 5 to 10 x power 4 into sine of x power 5 into cos of x power 5. This is dv by dx. What is the formula? Formula is product rule dy by dx, or else here they have given f of x, so write f dash x equals first function same, that is cos of x cube, first function same, that is u v dash, that is d by dx of sin square x power 5 or else I will call here itself as let f of x equals u into v, where like this. Let f of x equals u into v, where v is this and v is this. Then I will write in the other form. Then it will be easy to substitute the values. F dash x equals f dash x 1 implies f dash x equals u into dv by dx into du by dx. That is you write the same, this one, cos of x cube u. Now write dv by dx. This is the answer we got for dv by dx. That is 10 x power 4 sin x power 5 into cos x power 5. This is the answer we got for dv by dx. Plus, I will write here v is this one, sin square x power 5 v into du by dx. This is the answer we got for du by dx. That is minus 3x square into sin of x cube. This is the answer. If you want, we can write one more step. That is by writing this as the beginning terms. 10x power 4 into, first write the sine term, sine of x power 5. I written this first because it is a product. Ellaru barkobodu. Idishtu barna. Next I will write this, then this. Cos x cube, cos x power 5. I will write minus. Plus into minus, I will write numbers first. 3x square. Then I will write this one, sin x cube into sin square x power 5. ಅದಷ್ಟು ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೇನು ಸಾಕು, ಬರೆದ್ರೇನು ಬೆಟರ್. That is about this problem. Now we shall see the next problem. Do you understand this problem? It is a function of product of two functions. So we applied product rule. First we called this as u and this as v. We have taken the derivative separately. Then we applied the derivative, that is product rule. Then we substituted the values that we got here. It looks a little bit lengthy, but it is easy. Okay. Come to next problem. So this is the next problem. Prove that the function f given by f of x equals mod of x minus 1, comma x belongs to R is not differentiable at x equals 1. We have to write the condition for the differentiability first. If f is differentiable, at C, you can write limit extends to C, f of x minus f of C, f of x minus f of of c by x minus c equals f dash c. This one. Now we have to find out the right hand derivative and left hand derivative. If you read the same answer for both, we can say that it is differentiable. If you get different answers for those two, we can say that it is not differentiable. First I will take left hand derivative. Left hand derivative, that is limit x tends to, here we are checking the differentiability at x equals 1, so we have to write limit x tends to 1 minus, because we are taking left hand derivative, so we have to write minus f of x minus f of 1, because we are checking at 1, we have to replace c by 1 by x minus c equals f dash 1 after, we need not to write that. This one we are finding. Next, when we take the limits, limit h tends to 0, x tends to 1 minus 0, now h tends to 0, f of 1 minus hi, because it is LHB, left hand limit argument 1 minus h, okay? 1 minus h minus f of 1 minus h minus f of 1 divided by x0 plus 1 minus h will be already 1 by c capital 1 by because at 1 we are finding in the place of c we have to write 1. Suppose if you are finding out x equals 2, you have to take here 2 minus, here 2, here 2. Now when h tends to 0, x becomes 1 minus h. Here also we have to replace 1 minus h minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 gets cancels. Limit h tends to 0. Now we shall write the values of this. Now don't write the limits. What is the value of f of 1 minus h? F of 1 minus h. See, if I split the given function like this, f of x equals, before writing all this, first we have to split up the given function because it is the modulus function. We can write in two ways. X minus 1 for x greater than or equal to 1 minus of x minus 1 for x less than 1. This is the definition of modulus function. Modulus function definition he gave already. First you say already. It is x when x is greater than or equal to 0 minus x when x is less than 0. This is modulus function. X greater than or equal to 1 idre x idre x irutte, x minus 1 idre x minus 1 irutte, x less than idre ಏನು ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ, that is minus x, minus of x minus 1. Now f of 1 minus h is to yavaga for finding left hand derivative. Left hand derivative ಅಂದಾಗ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, left hand derivatives ಮಾಡುವಾಗ less than 1 ತಗೋಬೇಕು. Function that is given for less than we have to consider. What is f of 1 minus h for x less than 1 ಅಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. x less than 1 ಅಂದಾಗ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ನೀವು ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇದು ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇದು ತಗೋಬೇಕು. f of x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು, f of 1 minus h x ಇದ್ರೆ minus of x minus 1 is the given function. f of 1 minus h ಇದ್ರೆ minus of x ಬದಲು 1 minus h minus 1. x less than 1, we have to consider this function. So here I want f of 1 minus h value. F of 1 minus h is ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಇದ್ರೆ minus of x minus 1 ಇದೆ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 1 minus h ಇದೆ. So minus x plus ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 minus h minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 gets cancels. Minus of minus plus h. This is the value of f of 1 minus h. I got h minus f of 1. F of 1 is 2 at x equals 1. At x equals 1 at x equals 1, this is the function. F of 1 and you example 1 1 minus 1 is 0. 0. F of 1 is 0 divided by minus h. What is the answer we got? Minus 1. This is the answer we got for left hand derivative. Left hand derivative. Similarly, we have to find right hand derivative. I will write here. Right hand derivative equals limit x tends to 1 plus we have to write f of x minus f of c divided by, here in the place of c we have to write 1, here also 1, because we are finding the derivative at 1. C value is 1. Suppose if you are finding at x equals 3, you have to replace here 3, here 3, here 3. Next, limit h tends to 0. H tends to 0 ಆದಾಗ ನೀವು ಈ f of 1 plus h ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಬೇಕು. ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆದ್ರೆ 1 plus h, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆದ್ರೆ 1 minus h. Suppose if you are finding the derivative at 2, here you have to write 2 minus h, here 2 plus h. Suppose you are finding at 0, 0 minus h, 0 plus h. That's all. Next, minus f of 1 divided by, in the place of x here also you have to write 1 plus h minus 1. 1 minus 1 gets cancels. What is f of 1 plus h? According to this, like this. See, f of 1 plus h. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಏನ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ x minus 1 ಇದೆ, ನೀವು x ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 1 plus h ಹಾಕೋದು. 1 plus h, x place ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 plus h ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ minus 1. That is h. Think you follow? ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, x ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 1 minus h ಹಾಕಿದ್ವಿ, ಅದು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ. ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ x ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 1 plus h ಹಾಕೋದು. Then you get h. So the value of this is, when h tends to 0, the value that is h minus f of 1 is 0 divided by h, that is 1. What do you observe? Left hand derivative is not equal to right hand derivative. Therefore, f is not differentiable. F is not differentiable at x equals 1. This, I think you followed this. This is the modulus function definition. According to that, we split the given function in the two ways. Come to next problem. In the same way, now we shall see how to check for the modulus function, whether it is differentiable at x equals 0 or not. Innondsati check ಮಾಡೋಣ. This is the formula. Left hand derivative limit x tends to 0 0 minus, because we are checking at x equals 0, limit x tends to 0 minus f of x minus, in the place of c we have to write 0 because we are checking at x equals 0, x minus 0. Limit h tends to 0, then f of, in the previous case, now 1 minus h to come at 1 check 0 minus h minus, what is f of 0? This is the modulus function. F of x is x when x is greater than or equal to 0, f of x is minus x when x is less than 0. At x equals 0, f of x is 0. It is 0 divided by 0, x place of 0 minus h value, include x place of 0 minus h value. Then limit h tends to 0, f of minus h by minus h. What is f of minus h? ಇದು ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ತಗೊಂತೀರಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ h ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮೈನಸ್ h ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ x ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ h ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈನಸ್ h by minus h. ಇದು f of minus h ಇದೆ, x ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ h ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್, x ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೈನಸ್ h, like this. So minus into minus it will become plus here, again we get minus 1. This is the left hand derivative for modulus function. Next, right hand derivative. Right hand derivative, limit x tends to 0 plus, because it is right hand derivative we have to write plus f of x minus f of 0 by x minus 0. Then when we write limit h tends to 0, it will become f of 0 plus h. 2 hatra find out ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 plus h, 2 minus h, 0 hatra find out ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 0 plus h minus, already we have written f of 0 value is 0 by, in the place of x we have to write 0 plus h minus 0. That is limit h tends to 0, f of h by h. 0 plus h is h. f of h ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದಾನ್ 0 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ತಗೊಂತೀರಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ h ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ h ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then it is h by h 1. What do you observe? Left hand derivative is minus 1, right hand derivative is plus 1. Therefore, left hand derivative is not equal to right hand derivative. Therefore, what is our conclusion? F is not differentiable. F is not differentiable at x equals 0. One more problem is remaining, that is checking of differentiability of the greatest integral function, that we shall do in the next class.